this is the Kerbal King here, and welcome back to KSP 1.3 Career Mode. So here I am in Mission Control, and I've added some contract packs, which are... I added the Kerbal Academy contract pack, the Kerbal Space Station, or Bases and Station contract pack, and the KSP Tourism pack, which I will have linked in the description below with all my other mods. So they have added some more contracts in for us, but currently we have active contracts is explore the moon, put a satellite in a geosynchronous orbit, and test the fairing. And then we have some other contracts from that, which is science data from space around Kerbal, and that one just popped up, which is really easy to do. So we'll get that. We have advanced piloting, which makes Valentina do something, but what I don't get is that as advanced you lose 125k. That's what I don't get, and don't get anything. Yeah, they will advance a level, but I'm not sure if we really want that. But we also have kickoff space tourism, so we have to put Tito Kerman into orbit for 4 hours or 4 days. No, I think it's 4 hours, like seconds, minutes, hours. Yeah, that seems right. We get a sweet amount of money for that, which we might try later. But currently, I've built something for this this contract, which will also probably fulfill that one and this one. So let's see it. So if we go on into the VAB, I call it VacoSat 1 because that's who's paying us to launch it, and nothing that interesting. Just swivel engine out the bottom, then a Terrier, and then this little sat probe. It's basically just a probe core, some solar panels, and then the requirements for it is to have an unmanned probe that has an antenna, which I thought I put a little Communitron in. We can, oops, don't want that. I thought I put a little antenna on, but we will add that right to the top. No problem. So it has an antenna, it can generate power, have a materials bay, and mystery goose. So yes, we have that. So let's launch. So here we are, throttle up, and let's go. Oh, SAS. That would be helpful. Kerbal Engineer doesn't work. MechJeb, I did put a MechJeb unit on it so we can get orbit info. That will be helpful in flying it. And vessel info. Wow, we have a lot of thrust, so we can throttle down. Don't want to do that because I want to get over whatever the thing is, that distance, and then we shall stage it to get that contract. We'll throttle up, why not? So let's see what orbit we're trying to get here. It is... oh, that's kind of inclined. So anyway, we're basically at 3,000 kilometers, so we'll keep burning up to that point. But yes. this might not work as anticipated. I'm just going to get up to that altitude so we can get that contract, and then we'll circularize there and figure out what exactly happens. So let's time warp up to 29. We can also get Smart ASS from MechJeb to point us prograde. And let's see. So that is all met. So if we deploy that, don't know why we didn't get that contract, because we had them all met. And let's see, I also got this other mod that I don't think quite is working yet called Capcom, that lets us basically see mission control. And it says test that. You think test would mean stage it when that is set. So I don't know. I think if it doesn't, by the end of the mission, take it as completed, I'm just going to go in and force complete it, because we definitely did what it told us to do. So anyway, let's lock to prograde and throttle up and try to get into orbit. Actually, no, we can go, let's just go surface at pitch 0, and there we go. So that'll only bring up our periapsis. But I'm going to need to re-engineer this thing because it doesn't seem to quite want to work. Yeah, we are not going to space today or getting into orbit today. But we can still do some science. Nothing from that. Anything from the goo? Nope. What's X science have to say? What's our... Oh, there we go. Let's see. If I just transmit no science. Let's see. Will that get it? Oh, it gets us that contract. And, oh yeah, it looks like I did put an antenna on there. One of those high gain antennas. So we got some money. We got... Let's see. Get out of my way. Basically 20 grand, but this mission is not going to end well. I say we need to re-engineer it to here. Let's just see what happens. And X Science is frantically telling me that I am changing biomes, but I don't really care because I don't think it's going to work. We already saw that. We don't need that. Let's just see how much of it gets destroyed. There's carbon. Oh, material study. I haven't done that yet. Hey, we can get a little bit of science. Something didn't quite work. Oh yeah, we ran out of power. So it looks like the solar panels don't really tend to work either. So maybe we'll get better solar panels with some science we have that I haven't spent yet. But yes, this is just getting destroyed. Yeah, I've been really busy over the last 2 weeks. I was on vacation, so that's why I haven't been getting that many episodes out. So I'm going to try to get a few out in this next week. So to make up for that time, I'm going to try to actually do them basically as fast as I can. And it's also hard because school is starting soon, so it might not be totally as scheduled as I want it to be. But yes, that did not last as long as I thought. Let's go back to the Space Center. So also, I'll show off some of the other mods I added in. So I added in Kerbal Inventory and Kerbal Attachment System, which gives us like wrenches and the user guide, so we can buy that. And then I also added in the, what is it? Nehemia Inc. Science Parts. I don't think I pronounced that right, but basically it gives us a lot of other sciencey stuff. So yeah, we have that solar panel. Let's see if we have, but that's what I want. We also need, we have electrics. Oh yeah, we can't research this before upgrading the science center. How much is that going to cost? 451. Yes. We won't be getting better solar panels for quite a while. But hey, I think as long as we don't run out of, I'll add some more batteries to that. Wait, first off, let's warp to the next morning. That might be some of the problem. Let's try to build it again and make it better. So yes, basically we know we need much more thrust, or much more fuel, because this says what is it? SLT. I think that basically means, oh yeah, sea level thrust of 2.2. So we can add more fuel to it to get more delta V. Basically, I think we might want to get try to get up to 7,000 meters per second. If it will let me take this tank off. That is weird. There we go. I find sometimes if it's not wanting to let you do something, and then you just, oh, do we want to go to 2.5 meter stuff? That might make it easier, but I don't think so for now because it costs more money. But yeah, if it's not letting you take a part off, then you just save the craft, and then it sometimes lets you. Little trick. Get attached. Why don't you? There we go. It's not wanting to let me select stuff today. So that should still get off the pad. And then we can also make this upper stage have a lot more fuel, which should let it give us even more delta V, because we can add a lot more fuel to the upper stage if it will let me add fuel to the upper stage. Oh yes, we're doing okay on parts. Yes, we want to get rid of that tiny tank and let's say maybe the big tank. I'm not sure if that would be too big. Yeah, it's probably a little bit too big. We'll use the medium tank. or large, yeah, I don't know, medium probably, yeah, that's what you call it, the medium. That, don't know, that might, oh, maybe if we fixed the staging, and, wait, do we have the fairing now? Because, oh yeah, wait, why is it, oh yeah, it still says it's experimental. I don't, the thing is, it wouldn't be fair to have it because we already kind of did that contract. So yeah, I think we did the contract, so I'm just going to complete it, force complete it, because I don't think the game let me. So if I go into the, what happened? Oh, yeah, hit the wrong button. So if we go into, this is weird, it's, yeah, because I'm running on a Mac, the FN and F12 takes me over to my dashboard and doesn't let me open the debug menu. So I'm going to have to figure something out for that, because we shouldn't open the debug menu because and force complete it, because I really think, because I feel like we actually did it. Maybe if I go into full screen mode, then it might let me do it, but it'll mess up the video recording, so I'm just going to complete it and I'll be right back. Okay, so after fiddling around for a little bit, I remembered that the key command was actually Alt FN and F12, and then it let me do that instead of bringing me over to the console or like the dashboard or whatever it is. So if I go into cheats, then go to, no, contracts and active, I'm just going to complete it because that's what we did, and we definitely did it. You saw me do it. So hey, we got some money for that, but not enough to update that, which we probably would like to do. So if we go back in here and try to do the satellite contract again, this should be more than enough fuel, I think. Let's see, can I add boosters? But wait. What I'm wondering is why it's still letting me. Because this should be an experimental part, and it's not showing up here. Let's see if I actually unlocked it in R&D, because theoretically it shouldn't let me use it anymore, because that's not an active contract. Let's see, did I unlock it anywhere? Is it part of aviation? No. What's weird is it doesn't show up there. Yeah, because there it is in advanced construction, which I haven't gotten. But I kind of actually want it, so I'm just going to get it. So that should, hopefully it'll show up now and not be messed up. But hey, we get some parts for that. We're going to end up unlocking it eventually, because there it is. And we will buy it there. Hopefully nothing else is getting bugged out or with it now that we definitely own it. So if we want to actually, what solid rocket boosters do we have? We can put the big ones on there, but they're not that expensive. I think I need to take these clamps off and go coupling the radio boosters and just do 2 of them. And put on the boosters. Now, yeah, I'm at 29 parts, so I can only add 1 clamp, so hopefully that is enough. If it will let me put the clamp on, there we go. No, not 2. We only can have 1. So how do we want to set it up? Okay, the boosters actually, I don't think the boosters are actually connected to the decouplers, because when I hover over the decoupler, it doesn't select the boosters. Or yeah. So I'll just go like that. Dual symmetry. And then we can, there. So we want to go, so let's see. This combination of lighting the boosters first definitely has enough thrust. And it gives us 6748. And now if we light them all, yeah, that's not as much. So we're going to do it like that. And then our sea level thrust is pretty high, so let's bring that down so that let's go to like 1.4. It's like 80% thrust. Do those fins steer? Here, I'm going to replace these fins with, wait, those ones are how heavy? 0.037. There's a 0.01. Those are even, actually, yeah, these ones are better because they actually have control surfaces in them. No, I want 4. They have control surfaces in them. Slightly more expensive, about the same weight. It should make it easier to control. So yes, that should get us the contract. So let's save and launch. That's weird how it doesn't show up. Let's just revert to launch because that should reload it and fix the problem. There we go. So let's bring up Orbit Info and Smart ASS. And we are going to surface, execute, throttle up, SAS. Oh, don't need to turn SAS on because that's already going. And launch. We'll start pitching over. That is weird. Pitch over. Come on. You can do it. We're going to launch we're going to light the core engine. So we'll throttle down, which won't put the swivel engine at as much power, but we're going to light it. Here we go. Separate the boosters and throttle up. How's our orbit doing? Inclination. We actually want to get the inclination up a little bit. So if we set our heading to 100, that starts bringing the inclination up because we want our inclination to be. No, it was 28 before. Let's see if that, no, what if we do like 80 on that? That should start bringing it down and then go the other way is what we want. And we can start pitching over more. Yes. So let's see how we're doing on our relative inclination. That should start bringing it down. Yes, it's bringing it down, kind of. Keep pitching over. Because we already did that contract, we can separate the fairing about now. Keep pitching down. We can even bring that down more. Let's bring it down to like 60. Because our relative inclination is, we can bring that down even a lot more. I think it's, let's do like 40. That'll keep bringing it down really easily. And let's zero out on that and start going into orbit, and then we will, staging, fix, like, transfer out to that point after we get into orbit. I don't think this might not be the most efficient way to do it. So actually, no. We're going to wait and head all the way out to apoapsis. See how our electric charge is going. Pretty good. Stop. Turn off the sound. No. Orbital prograde, please. And throttle up. Our relative inclination is 12 degrees still. We're going to keep burning to push our periapsis up to that amount. Actually, no. We are not, because if we come back around, that will make use of the O-berth effect, which basically means the closer to the planet we burn, the more delta V we get, or the more efficient it is. We don't get more delta V. Our delta V gets our orbit further. So if we burn at our periapsis to push the orbit up, it will make it more efficient, basically. So let's burn all the way out to this. We should have enough fuel. Oh, wow, we massively overburned, but that shouldn't be as much of a problem. We'll just turn retrograde. And slowly engage the throttle to bring it down to basically 3,000. That is weird. Siri wanted to talk to me, or I hit the button that Siri was keyed to for some reason, so sorry about that. And perfect. Now we have to get out to apoapse, and we'll do our inclination change there. So if we go to Kerbal alarm clock, we can add in the apoapse. Oh, it won't even let me do an alarm. I didn't want to miss it, so I just need to make sure I look at the time to apoapsis and make sure I don't time warp over it. So because our orbit's kind of like that, I think we have to go normal minus I think that'll bring the inclination down. It's one of the normals. So let's see. Yes, that is bringing the inclination. No. Wrong way. We want to go the opposite direction to bring the inclination down. We're almost out of connection, so let's extend the antennas and go out to the map and burn. No, oh yeah, we're not at our ascending node, which is where you have to do inclination changes. Yes, that is what makes it more efficient. So now burning to raise our periapsis. There we go. Now if we go right here to our ascending node, we're ascending node, yes, we have to go normal minus. To flatten out the inclination. Yes. There we are. That is flattening out the inclination. Now, it's not quite perfect yet. So, there's the inclination is perfect. So the periapsis looks good. The apoapsis is not right. So we're gonna have to warp around to the periapsis and then burn retrograde. Nope. Oh, I time warped a little bit too much. So how are we doing? Battery's holding out pretty good. Haven't lost anything, and we will have enough, we're going to have enough fuel to bring the apoapsis down. Time to periapsis is 9 minutes. So if I go onto the engine and limit the thrust down really low, that makes it really precise. So I just throttle up a tiny bit. That should bring it down to the desired orbit. Okay. And there we go. Contract complete. So we have a satellite up. Not sure what it's going to be really used for. But yeah, we have the Mun and Minmus right there. So yeah, it's going pretty good. So with that, I think I'm going to call this the end of episode 4 of KSP Career. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.